Hi everyone, welcome back to Get Ready with me, Louise. So today I thought I'd do a second look using the Pat McGrath Mothership 10 Moonlight Suduction palette. And the reason being is it's really, well, it's a second look for YouTube. But I've done a look the other day using the palette because I like to, see where it could stand still or if my opinions have changed and, what kind of looks can I get, that sort of stuff. So I thought today we would do that, and this is what that particular palette looks like. Now I am waiting on the Christmas launch that she just launched. I ordered that already. I know she's doing a second drop here soon, so I'm excited for that. And I'm not using, well, I'm using maybe one or two real hair brushes, but I'm using synthetic brushes on this. I've never had good luck with that, but I think maybe it's changed. Maybe. So the first shade we're going to go into is this one right here. Now, I would say that, I could get the card. This here is just a Sephora tapered crease brush. I would say I could find that card, it made it easier, but I looked and looked and I couldn't find the card, y'all, so I gave up. I'm not gonna lie, I just gave up. I was like, I'll just point. I'll be like a kindergartner and just point to stuff because I truly looked forever for the I don't know where I put it. I really don't. And I usually keep everything together. But I must have maybe in the cleanup. I don't know. I can't imagine I threw it away. Like, I just can't imagine me doing that because I know, I need it. I need that little black card with all the shade names on it, but I don't know where I even put it, to be honest with you. So that shade blends out beautifully. I mean, you can see it, like, just deposited nicely. There's no patchiness. There's no, nothing. Same on that side, same on this side. You know what I mean? We're going to dip back in and get a little bit more color. But yeah, this synthetic brush so far is working really good using these shades. And this is one of my favorite brushes too, for my crease or transition shade, whatever you want to call it. But I've never had luck with synthetic brushes in her shadow, so I don't know why it's so different this time around, because it shouldn't be technically. Like, it really shouldn't be. Alright. So then I'm going to go in with a Morphe 321. And I'm going to go into this shade right here, this darker of the, I went into that one first, now we're going into this one. And I'm basically going to apply this shade right on, like, my crease bone itself, is my plan. Now, do I know what I'm doing with shadows? Absolutely not. I just sort of try the best that I can, to be honest with you. And where it finally lays, it just lays. And to be all fair and honest. Like, I don't see the eye shape like other people see the eye shape or any of that. Like, I'm just applying the shadow in a sense. But I do like the way these shades kind of like, it's almost like an ombre effect in a sense, how they all work so well together. Oh no. That's alright. I kind of did a boo-boo, but that's okay. We'll live. We'll make it work. Now you can see that the blending as far as this goes, this brush really isn't like it made for that. It's more made for like direct deposit, like where you want the shade to go, like put it in there. So I'm just taking the first shade I had, or the first brush I had. There's nothing left on it, and I'm just going to run it over this here just to make sure that it, you know, does get blended out well, better, whatever word you want to use. I do think all in all, the look came out really good though. I'm going to take this same brush in the same color, and we're going to run it under the lower lash line now. And I'm running it like right up on it. And I'm blending that out, but I'm also making sure that it kind of gets connected up into the top lash line. I was doing my makeup the other day, y'all. I wasn't filming. I don't know why I didn't, but when I was doing it, you know, I was concentrating on it and all, and not really... Oh yes, I had my granddaughter. I'm sorry. That's why I didn't film. I had my granddaughter finally. Finally. I missed her so much. She's in kindergarten. She's doing really good though. Although she's not being very good as far as her attitude, but anyway, she was here, so that's why I didn't film. But I realized that she got to giggling at me because of the faces I was making. And I thought to myself, you know, some of the faces that we do make when we do our makeup, it is pretty crazy, to be honest. Mascara is probably the worst face that I make, but I mean, I still make faces no matter what, to be honest. Okay, so now we're going to go into this, like, I don't know, what do you want to call it? Like a gray, a stone color, I guess? Maybe a brown stone, I don't know what it is. But we're going to use it to darken up this outer corner here. And I am basically just going to place it in my outer corner and then just up a little bit. Not all the way over or anything like that. And blend it. And this here is a Sephora brush also. Maybe it has something to do with the Sephora brushes. They just work well with the Mcgrath formula. But I'm basically just using this just to darken this outer corner up a little bit more. What is this one? A Sephora Precision Point Shadow Brush. Now we're going to go back into that second shade, because I don't want to lose this color at all. Not that I think I'm going to, but you know, we don't want to. Uh-oh. Looks like I got a little bit of transfer with mascara. There we go. I'm really just blending. I did spend a good bit of time blending, which generally is not something I do, I'm not gonna lie. I usually don't spend that kind of time on it because we just ain't got that kind of time, generally speaking, you know what I mean? And the reason why I was even doing my makeup that day was because we were actually going to a festival. And I don't go out much. I mean, my choice, don't get me wrong, but I don't. And I thought, you know, it's a fall festival. Why not pull out a Mcgrath palette, you know? And I'm glad I did because, you know, I've only played with this palette once or twice prior to that, so it really was nice to be able to play with it again, you know? Okay. Now I'm going to take that same dark shade and just sort of run it along the lash line, but really close to it. And then only a little bit in. And just enough, you know, to know it's there, but not all the way over. Let me see if I look straight. Looks about right. Then I'll go back in with that purple shade. I mean, I will say you can get a pretty dark, smoky look out of this palette for sure. Now I'm going to run that same dark shade right up on the lash line. I could have took a smaller brush to do this, but I really didn't want to dirty another brush, y'all. And I didn't feel like I needed it to be, like, perfect. I just kind of wanted to get that lash line darkened in so that when I apply mascara, it just kind of looks like, you know, I have some volume. And in all honesty, this little brush here, it worked wonderfully doing this. I was actually kind of surprised. Especially because I'm going to cover it up. In a sense, I'm going to cover it up. You can still see it though, when it's all said and done. It does make a difference. Alright, so now at this point, I'm just really making sure like the matte part of this is correct because I'm getting ready to lay down the Intensify pen that she has, or whatever it is called, the wand, the Intensify Wand. And once I do that, you really can't play with mattes and work with that. It just doesn't work out. Like, you want this to pretty much be your last step. So what I'm going to do is just apply that to the lid where I do want to put this shade. That way I have no fallout for the rest of the day whatsoever. That looks about right. And the shade that we're going to choose today is this one right here. And it is so pretty, you all. I like the shade above it too, to be honest. But there was just something drawing me to this particular beautiful, shiny shade. And I'm just going to pat it on and sort of pull pat type thing all across the lid where I laid that artistry wand. Can you see? Let me get up there some. I mean, you'll see it in a minute anyway, because you can't help but notice it once you start to build it up. And these shades can make a little bit of a mess, but like I said, if you use that artistry wand or even a glitter glue or something to adhere it, like, it stays all day for me, especially with the artistry wand. Are you all excited about the new Christmas palettes that are getting ready to come out that she's launching? I am. Maybe, I mean, I am with the colorful palette, but not. I like those 5 pans, to be honest. I really, really do. Okay. So now that I got that on, I'm going to go into this shade right here, and we're going to put it on the inner corner. And I'm just placing it right on the inner corner. Get it the same. The concealer I'm using today, it's too light, but it's a sample of the Charlotte Tilbury Radiant, and I don't know how I feel about it. It is radiant, but it's not like glow, glow, glow or anything like that either. I did get a little bit of fallout. That's the only problem. If you do your makeup first, you probably are going to get fallout, unfortunately. Okay. For the waterline, I use the Charlotte Tilbury, this one here. I use this side here. Alrighty. Let's curl these lashes and we are done. I'm going to use, for my top lashes, what am I using? The Dark Star Mascara by Mcgrath. I thought, why not? You know, we're doing a Mcgrath look. I was going to use the Fetish Eyes mascara, but this was just sitting there, so I thought, oh, it's calling my name. I even bought the colored mascaras, y'all. I don't, like, I love the pink. I'm not gonna lie. I really do. I like the pink one. But I like pink, right? But my problem is that I don't think it's gonna look good on me by no means. At all. Let's get that straight. But my daughter, my youngest one, she really liked them, so I thought, well, win-win. Even if I don't like them or they don't look good on me, like, she can still, you know, play with them. Granted, that's a large price for a mascara to be played with, but I mean, I do get to review it and use it myself, and if I do like it, I can keep it. And if I don't, at least it won't go to waste, you know? But I think they do look pretty, especially alongside the colorful palette. I think you can get some really pretty looks. They're not going to be everyday looks, mind you, but pretty nonetheless, I think. Okay. I think I got my top lashes. I'm going to do my bottom, and then I think I'm going to put a second coat on this. Once it dries. Alright. Bottom lashes, the MAC, of course. Making a mess, of course. Wouldn't be a makeup video if I didn't make a mess, is the way I see it. And I really just barely touched this on my bottom lashes. Like, I just wanted a slight coating of it on them, because I really wanted it to be about the top part of the look. Sort of like that. We're getting there as I drop everything, but we are getting there. I promise. I promise. Things just aren't my friends the way they used to be, you know what I mean? Actually, makeup's not my friend at all, but I so enjoy playing with it that I just want to. Okay, second coat of this, and then we're done. Now, I do think this is like an everyday look, to be honest. The look I created today. I think I could wear this look anywhere, to be honest with you, and be fine. Alright. There we go. So this is the final look. Can you see the shine? Like, I love the shine. Like, it's not coming off to you the way it is coming off to me. I don't know why that is. It does that a lot, though, to be honest with you. That and my eye looks much more, I don't know, over here. Like, maybe it just needed blended out a little bit. I don't know. My eyes are so off that I give up on trying to make them look even. Like, that's just impossible. The most I can do is try to make sure that the eyeshadow's in the same places. You know what I mean? And, of course, when I'm doing one eye first and then going to the other eye, I can't really judge well. But this is the final look using this palette. I'm going to tell you now, I enjoy this palette. I really do. I love this palette. But this palette is my color scheme, too. But more importantly, there is no special shades in here, okay? But I really don't care because I love these shimmery shades so much. Like, they're just something special, to be honest. I know they're not our special shades, but they're still special nonetheless. And the looks that these give, like the other day, this is kind of the way I did my look. And I guess in a sense, your look here is gonna kind of be the same. It's gonna be like a maroon darkened type of look, like a vampy look. It's your lid shade that's really gonna be different, I feel like. And with that said, I did this shade today on my lid. The other day I did this one where it looked pink to green to like an orange color. Like, it's just so special. And I got and I actually got a compliment. I was going to say a lot. I didn't get a lot. I got one. Well, 2 if you count my fiance. 3 if you count my kids. Well, I have 3 kids, though. You get my point, though. And it's very seldom. Of course, I don't go out in public often either. So, I'm getting off topic. Regardless, I got a compliment. That's all that needs to be said using this palette. So, that's all I'm going to say with that. So, I really do enjoy this palette. I think it is... I don't think it's beginner friendly. Like, if you're a beginner and you've never used an eyeshadow palette, I'm not going to suggest this one. But I do think that it is still a friendly palette. You know what I mean? Like, you don't have to have that much experience, to use it. And I like that about it. I like the way it's laid out. Like, overall, my first impression, it was the same then as now. Is it a biased impression? Maybe. I mean, I'm not really going to talk bad about Pat McGrath. I probably just wouldn't review the palette, to be honest. Like, if the formula was bad. Color story, that's preference, so that's neither here nor there. But, yep, this is all I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed this video. I do have newer launches coming in. I can't wait, but at the same time, I am limiting myself somewhat. I'm trying. It's hard. I sit there and I get FOMO and I want it, because what if it's really good and then you can't get it because it's a holiday collection? But anyway, I got newer ones coming for you. I haven't decided yet what brand to start with next, and I'm to the point where should I? Because all these newer releases are going to come, and when I concentrate on a brand, I want to concentrate on that brand. So I'm kind of up in the air with that. But this is all I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, ring the bell, hit all, that way you're notified when I do upload. I do apologize this video is so long because I ramble. I'll see you in the next one, and until then, stay safe, stay healthy. Bye.